Hey, it's Heath Mullikin from CheckerLine.com. I'm here today with
Stevan
from StevanSheets.com.
Yeah.
One of the Stevan has had he had a domain name before GoDaddy was invented.
Maybe. I don't actually know that for sure.
Did you have a domain name before the actual denomination?
No. I don't know.
I think he was just ahead of the curve. Anyway, Stevan is from South Carolina. He's now pastoring in Pennsylvania. Stevan, you just made the transition from being a youth pastor to solo pastor. How did that all come about?
Oh, it's been a long time coming. I went to school for Christian ministries, not youth ministry. I didn't know what I was going to do with my degree when I was in Indiana Wesleyan. I didn't know what I was going to do after I graduated from Indiana Wesleyan. But I started doing an internship at Wesleyan headquarters, the old building, and was in the youth department with Ross Merchant, learning youth ministry, fell in love with youth ministry, saw it from all sorts of different angles and wanted in. And I got my first youth ministry job right after that internship in Indiana, and started doing youth ministry, and transitioned out of that to another church, then to another church, and was doing youth ministry in 3 different churches, and really was just unsatisfied in my spirit the last 2 or 3 years about where I was and what I was doing, and that the Lord was doing something inside my heart, inside my wife's heart, where we were as a family, where we were as individuals. I just wanted to seek the Lord, and we resigned our position. Didn't know what we were going to do. We're looking at various staff positions. We were looking at various solo positions, and really everything was just up in the air. And we were trusting the Lord to provide something. And we got this call from our church in Shippensburg, and we went out and interviewed with them. Had a great interaction with them. Great fellowship with them. The position, the church situation is a tough situation.
Yeah,
they've gone through a semi-split in the last months before we got there, and we really felt like the Lord was calling us there. So we jumped and followed Him.
I think so many guys from our generation, years ago, we would have looked like a situation like you're in now and what I'm in now. And we would have laughed at anybody that went there. We'd have been like, you're out of your mind. But it's like, I don't know about you, I was just hungry for a challenge to stretch to stretch me so far that God had to do it.
To do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So what kind of things are you trying to do? I remember you blogged about, hey, what's the top 10 things that you need to do? Well, what are some of the things you're looking to do to get things going?
Yeah, good. I put the question out there as a young guy, only done youth ministry for the last 10 years.
Right.
I started asking around and asked guys to input, and we have amazing technology at our disposal. So I started asking guys online to let me know what should I do my first month in. I'm going to become a real pastor.
That's right.
As we say, our generation always has been told or asked the question, when are you going to become a real pastor, Mr. Youth Pastor? It's a great question. So I got 100 different responses. I don't even know how many responses I got.
Right.
I compiled them. I read through them. I studied them a little bit, and had good conversation with some of those people that responded. But one of the things that I found out, I'm 3 months in, and I've really found that there's no time for deep thought.
Right.
Huge deep thought. There's so much to do in the here and now that I'm focused on the here and now. I'm thinking a couple weeks in advance. I'm thinking big picture plans out in advance. But I'm so focused on loving my people as I can, and as the opportunities become available, and loving my community, and trying to instill that already into our church.
Right.
There's just I hit the ground running, and I'm running as hard and as often as I can. To continue on doing what I'm supposed to.
What's been your biggest surprise so far in the making the transition?
Biggest surprise, I think. I think I would already say and I didn't say this to you earlier when we talked about this, but one of the it wasn't a surprise because I knew about it, but seeing it in real life and experiencing it in a new way is the fact that we live in glass houses.
Right.
As a senior solo lead point pastor, whatever we're calling, I live in a glass house, and people are looking at my family. People are looking at me. People are looking at what I'm blogging about. People are looking at what I'm tweeting about. People are looking at what goes up on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they're taking notice of that. People in my community, people in my church, people from outside that are checking on me to see how things are going. I feel like there's a new level of bright lights in my life that are focused on me, that I don't think I planned on. I don't think I planned for. And it's not bad. It's not. I'm not saying it's a negative, but it was a surprise that that my senior pastors in the last 10 years of my ministry must have taken a lot of that edge off of things for their staff. About things that they heard or things that their crazy youth pastor did that someone emailed them about. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know about you. The thing that's been the most surprising to me is just it's a holy burden. And obviously in any type of ministry, in youth ministry, there's a weight you carry.
Yeah.
But it's like a totally different level.
Yeah.
And like I there's been days that I've just been floored and just stayed in the bed. Not because I was discouraged, because I was wore, slapped out. I think we were going back and forth one day, and we were just
supposed to do something.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it was a Monday.
Like,
we're gonna do this, and you're like, man, I'm so tired. I'm like, dude, I'm still in the bed.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't even get it till like 1 o'clock because I was still in the bed.
Right.
And
I totally agree. There's a new level of exhaustion.
Yeah.
There's a new level of things to do.
Yeah.
I don't have the same kind of task list that I did have. Where some things got knocked off the list, and then I could wait a couple months before the next one came up, like youth events.
Right.
Events are every single day is an event.
Yes.
In this position. So I'm exhausted a lot more, and not exhausted to like what in the world have I gotten into. I've been using the phrase that in this ministry position, I am learning that I had extra cylinders in my engine in who I am that I didn't know about, and they're firing now, and so I'm getting charged up, but I'm getting worn out. I'm getting charged back up, and then I'm getting worn out, and my engine is relearning how to focus, how to go, how to make things happen, and that idea of this new weight, this new burden, this holy burden is totally true too. As a staff guy, we always have this hesitation. We preach about going all in, putting everything on the line, going all out, and I feel like I did that in my youth ministries. But there's always this inkling in your brain that if some things go down with who I'm working with as a staff pastor, if some things go down for him, then everything that I've been doing and everything that I've focused, everything that I've thrown here on the plate, could be done tomorrow. And now that we've transitioned from being a staff guy to leading, there's this new emphasis in just saying, to even make the transition and make the move, we said, all right, God, if you're doing this, and you got to do this because I don't want to do this.
Right.
God, if you're telling me to do this, then we're sold out. We're going. We can't do anything else. We can't do anything else. And that is such a freeing feeling, but it is a brand new holy burden. We've put everything on the line to follow the Lord in this instance of ministry, and it's so rewarding already.